First grade Module 2, a study of the sun, moon, and stars. Our journey begins with a curious boy named Elvin, who's full of questions about the sky. As Elvin sets out to explore these mysteries, he shares his questions and discoveries with your child, guiding them through each part of the module. In Unit 1, students explore literary texts. In Unit 2, they make observable patterns in the sky. And Unit 3 introduces narrative poetry. To guide their learning, your child will answer questions such as why do authors write about the sun, moon, and stars? What patterns can we observe in the day sky and night sky? And how do authors use their knowledge and observations to write a story? Through a cycle of inquiry, students dive into rich, engaging stories while exploring how authors bring the night sky to life through words. Through the reading of Summer Sun Rising and Papa, Please Get the Moon for Me, students will begin to unpack the question, why do authors write about the sun, moon, and stars? While engaging in these wonderful picture books, each book will feature so much magnificent things about the sun, moon, and stars. Your child will use a story elements board to track characters, setting, and major events throughout each story. They will be able to answer questions that help them dig deeper into the text to build their comprehension skills. Finally, at the end of Unit 1, students will act out scenes and write short responses to reflect on what they have read. In Unit 2, students take a big leap from stories to science. Now they become young astronomers, using nonfiction books like What Makes Day and Night and Does the Sun Sleep to begin to unpack the question, what patterns can we observe in the sky? Through the reading and exploration of these wonderful informational texts, your child will begin to understand how the sun, moon, and stars appear and move throughout the sky. They will use drawings and writing to record their observations in a personal sky notebook. At the end of Unit 2, students will practice the Science Talk protocol as they share their thinking and begin to build on others' ideas. And finally, in Unit 3, your child becomes both an author and a poet as they begin exploring narrative poetry to imagine what the sun might see in the sky. Students revisit the familiar text, What the Sun Sees and What the Moon Sees, to unpack the big question, how do authors use their knowledge and observations to write a story? They will view photos and videos of the day sky and night sky to imagine what the sun and moon might see. Students will also draft a class narrative poem titled What the Moon Sees. They will use descriptive language to paint pictures with words. They'll plan and write their own individual narrative poem titled What the Sun Sees to share their ideas in the most creative way. At the end of each unit, your child will have a check for understanding as they answer questions about the basic story elements of stories read within the unit. They will engage in science talks and answer questions about the patterns that they notice in the sky. And finally, they will plan and write their narrative poems to share with an audience. Continue learning at home while talking about the sky. Encourage your child to absorb the sky each day, morning, afternoon, and evening. Encourage creative writing and play word wall games. Read together each and every night, fiction and nonfiction books. Check out some of these amazing titles. My Light by Molly Bang, If You Were the Moon by Laura Salas, How the Sun Got to Coco's House by Bob Graham, City Moon by Rachel Cole, Sun Up, Sundown by Gail Gibbons, Owl Moon by Jane Yolen, Henry Stars by David Elliott, Gravity by Jason Chen, Fly Guy Presents Space by Ted Arnold, and Coyote Places the Stars by Harriet Taylor. So keep your eyes on the skies and ask your child what they've discovered throughout this wonderful module. Whether they're writing a poem, reading a story, or observing the moon's movement, they're building skills that will light up their learning journey.